Can't hear that. We can't hear that playing.
Oh, you got to play her louder, Roy. I didn't realize I need words for that song.
What's the playing? What song are you playing? Is it something we can all join in with?
It's the song that
comes round and round.
No Mountain Dew. Oh boy, you got that one there, man? Oh, I needed it.
Roy Andrews,
what guitar is that?
any chance you can come on camera? I won't put you up on screen on camera if you don't want to go on screen on camera. But if you can put yourself on camera, can you just do us a favour and just raise your left hand for me?
Just got to tune my guitar. I'll be right back.
Thank you very much, Roy. Thank you. I'll bring you up now. Good evening.
How you doing? You okay?
Not so bad, Roy. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I just when you're talking about anxiety, I do suffer with it myself. I have like a travel anxiety. I can't travel very far.
Right, understood.
And
I tend to,
yeah, it's not nice. But I use my push bike and use that. And every day I try and get further and further and try and get my fitness up and use that as a way as a coping mechanism.
Yeah, which I'll say is a good idea. Fitness can help your mental health. Absolutely, it can. It's been proven that fitness can help your mental health. Excuse me. For myself, and I know
allow it.
Yes, exactly. For myself and for Roger, and I don't know about anybody else, but we've both had strokes. We haven't stroked each other, by the way. Let me just make that very clear. But we've both had strokes.
You could have got so much closer.
We've both had strokes, and unfortunately, it's affected our mobility. For me, my local shop is a 4-minute walk away normally. And it takes me 15 to 20 minutes to walk to the shop now because I have to keep stopping several times to get there because I'm in pain. I can't walk to my local village anymore. I have to get a taxi. One thing I won't do, thank you, Colin. Appreciated, my friend. One of the things that I used to do is walk to the local village, which is an 8-minute walk away where my doctors used to be. I can't do that anymore. That is too much for me to cope with. So I always get a taxi into the village, but I walk around the village and then I have to get a taxi home. But to the local shop, I will always walk. How painful it is, I will walk to that shop. But it's got worse over time. Okay, so I spoke to a doctor at Christmas time, and I said, "Doctor, I'm in pain." I said, "I've had the strokes, as you know, 2 years. 2021, I had 3 strokes by a UK lady. In 2021, I had 3 strokes. I was very lucky to be in the hospital at the time of the stroke, so I was treated very quickly. Now, sorry, this is one of the issues I have still, even now. I'll think of something and it will disappear so quickly out of my head. It's really annoying and embarrassing, to be honest, especially if I'm talking about something seriously. Yeah. But I refuse. Some people have said to me, just get a taxi to your local shop. I refuse to do that. Not only because it's going to cost me, £5 to get there and £5 to get back, and I refuse to pay £10 to go to the shop to get a bottle of Coke. So I will walk, even if it takes me 15, 20 minutes to walk there. I'll walk there. But my physical abilities have got worse as time's gone on. The doctor said to me, we need more exercise at our age. I'm like, don't be a prick, mate. I was, I had the stroke. I was okay after the stroke. I could walk to the shop. But as time's gone on, it's got worse. And it's not because I've got lazy and I'm not doing stuff, because I'm still trying to do as much as I was doing before. But I've now got chronic fatigue. I've got the pains just walking to the local shop. I have to stop 3 or 4 times because of the pains in my lower back and my legs. Hi, Miss Emma. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. But it's ridiculous. But I'm glad that you're able to get on a bike and be able to go and
when I
do that.
first started on the bike, I could barely like do like 100 meters. I was just like in a bad way, and I just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and every day I just go that bit further, and I keep pushing it. And now I'm finding that I'm being able to climb hills and um, go much further than I ever could before.
So I'm not laughing at you, Surf. I'm laughing at Colin's comment there. We've got to laugh. Listen, at the end, I said this in the private live stream before this one. I spoke to my bro after my last stroke, which was only last month. And I know it doesn't look like I've had a stroke, but I have. And it wasn't a TIA, by the way. So it wasn't a mini stroke. It was a full-on stroke, and that's been confirmed by the hospital. I spoke to my brother a couple of days afterwards, and I said, bro, and I took the piss out of it. And he turned around and said to me, do you know what? At least you can laugh about it. And my reply to that was, do you know what? The next one could finish me off. And I'm not being dramatic. I'm not trying to be, look at me. Woe is me. Give me some sympathy. I'm not asking for sympathy. I wouldn't be sitting here smoking and drinking. Okay. I think to myself, I need to live my life that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Because if the next one finishes me off, and I've sat here for the last month, 2 months, year, woe betide me and being upset about what's happened and all the rest of it, then and I die, I've just wasted the last part of my life being miserable. So I've got to have a laugh about it. I've got to joke about it because ultimately I could get hit by a bus when I leave here. Well, I can't. Going to the local shop, there's no buses, but theoretically I could get hit by a bus. I could get, a plane could fall out of the sky and land on the flat that I live in. Anything could happen.
But you've done one thing I couldn't do. You went to Rev's place, someone you don't know.
Fuck me! Listen, I needed to drink in order to do that.
I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have struggled with that. You did that.
I can't tell you how hard that was. Surf, I cannot tell you how hard that was. Genuinely.
No, but you did it, and I was watching you do it. I thought, this guy's like, all the stuff you've gone through, and you went and did that. I was like, fair play to you. That's just amazing.
This is what I thank in order to do that. Sorry, Connie, I'll come straight to you in 1 second. I have this to thank for being able to go to Reverend Simon Sideways. He's a genuinely nice guy, and he understands because he's been through mental health stuff himself. So he understood where I come from. Thank you, Brian. God bless you, my man. So he completely understood where I was coming from. Okay. And he is genuinely a top bloke in person. Whatever you think of him on here, he is a genuinely nice fella in person, and he was welcoming and he was understanding, as I try to be with people. And it was a lot of hard work.
Yeah, I mean, you did that. You did that. You went down. You wanted to do it. I know you wanted to do it, and you did it. And that's the one thing I can say about you is you showed the courage and the strength, and you did it.
Only because of the alcohol.
No,
I'm not going to lie.
Paying them nice compliments to Simon, and the best he could say about you was your
I don't think it was just the alcohol. You wanted to do it, right, and you did it. And I'm fair play to you. You did that. You got to add that to your CV and say, I went out and did that. As bad as I feel, bad as like medically.
So I won't. The thing is, I won't do that because the reason I won't do that is because number one, I had to drink to get there. Okay. People see me drinking on a Sunday. You don't see me drinking during the week because I'm doing reports. I'm trying to be a bit more professional. On a live stream, it's completely different. You get me on a live stream. You just get me as I am. That's it. So I'll have a drink. One of the reasons I don't mind having a drink is because it's very hard to, how some people to be in something they're not.
But
right?
Paz had the same problem you did.
Paz did, yeah. Paz did, and you wouldn't expect it from Paz.
No,
but yeah, absolutely.
People hold their feelings like within themselves, and they don't express it. But you don't know what's going on in people's heads. And
Thank you,
you
Akash.
overcome it, and Paz overcome it, and I thought both of you were just amazing that you did it.
Yeah, but I just don't want to take away from the fact that I needed help in order to do that. Okay, yes, I did it, but I wish I could have done it without needing the drink in order to do it.
Yeah.
That's, when I got back after that few days down, or 2 days down at Simon's, when I got back here, the worst part was the train that was delayed at Bristol Temple Meads, because some thoughtless person decided to trespass on the track, and we were stuck at Temple Meads for an hour, and I was stuck on a train with all of these people, and I had, people weren't getting off. People were just getting agitated, and I'm sitting in the corner on a table seat next to a window, like this, trying not to give eye contact to people because I didn't want to have to talk to them because I didn't know them. Thankfully, I had half a bottle of brandy left, so I whipped that out. Again, again, it was the drink that helped me get through that, and I don't for a minute want to suggest. Sorry, 1 second, Sam. I just want to say, I do not for a minute want to suggest that drinking is an answer, because it's not. Really isn't.
But what I tend to find with myself is like drinking can help, like make you more confident and make me more talkative. Yeah, but
yes,
it tends to get you in trouble.
It can. Well, it can. And I'm sorry to the other people on the panel, by the way. I don't mean to ignore anybody, and by all means, we'll jump in on the subject if you've got something to add, please. The drink, I think, enhances your emotions. Okay, and this is what I've always said. People say drink makes you aggressive. I don't think drink makes people aggressive. I think it enhances your emotions, whatever you're truly feeling inside. So, when people used to come around and say, "Oh, come on out," and you're like, "No, I don't want to go out." And they go, "Go on, come on out. And you go out and you end up having a good time. You can have a drink and you can have a really good time because you're with your friends, you're having a good time, and they make you feel good. But sometimes you can go out and you feel really shitty. You don't want to be out, but you've been forced to go out, and you'll have a drink and you'll turn into a grumpy bastard. So I think that the alcohol will actually enhance how you're feeling. So I probably shouldn't have had a drink on the train based on that. But I just wanted to keep my focus away from other people being on the train. And that helped me do it. And again, I'm not suggesting that drinking is an answer to any problem, by the way. Please don't, please don't think I'm saying that it helps, because it generally it doesn't. For me, it was okay in that situation, but I wouldn't suggest people go out and drink just to help them with those issues, because it's a bad idea. Anybody else want to jump in on this? I'm just going to bring Miss Emma up as well. Anybody else want to jump in this conversation? Hi, Miss Emma.
Hi, Miss Emma.
Hello.
Hello, Emma. Yeah. Pat, I'd like to say that it's one of those animalistic things, isn't it? We get so drunk that we go back to our, what's the word? Monkey.
Who you call a monkey? Yeah,
we become primates again, don't we?
Primates, yeah.
Yeah. We just want to fight and attack and
primalistic instincts, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my point. That's what I'm saying. Alcohol it pushes us back. It doesn't bring us forward. We just go back. We become idiots. Yeah, we become idiots.
You're right. And as I say, I don't want to promote drinking to anybody, because that's the last thing I want to do. That was the only way that I could cope in that situation, because I had nothing else. I had nobody with me to take my mind off of stuff. The only thing I had was, I still had half a bottle of brandy, and I brought a bottle of Coke, and I tipped the bottle of Coke bottle of brandy into the bottle of Coke. and I was okay, you know. But again, that does not mean that that's going to help everybody. So I certainly would not, you know, promote doing that. But to go to Simon's and to meet, you know, the people that I met down there, which was great. Don't get me wrong, absolutely brilliant weekend, because they made me feel welcome and they made me feel at ease. When I came back to Liverpool, that's when it hit me. It was almost like a delayed reaction. So the anxiety actually hit me once I got back into my safe space and I could relax. As soon as I could relax, I was like, fuck me, do you realise what you've just done? You've just gone all the way down to Reverend Simon Sideways, and you've met several other people. Do you realise you've just done that? And my brain just went, fuck, you know, and that's when it hit me. And I started suffering from that. That guy,
hi,
thank you. Hello, sorry, my apologies.
Dan?
Yes.
Dan? Oh, it's me, Adrian.
Hello.
I've been calling you for a while, and there's no call-in tonight, so yeah. But I'll just come in. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Adrian, I'll tell you what, you look nothing like I thought you would look like.
Well, that's, yeah, a bit blurry. Yeah.
No, I don't
the thing
blur.
is, I'm not.
Don't look anything like I expect you to look like.
I'm not okay with alcohol. It gives you confidence, and it gives you confidence when you're going to do a brave thing or a stupid thing. And the thing is that some alcohol is called spirit, and sometimes when you drink a lot, it's like a spirit possesses your body. And when you, most of the time, you do something very strange when you drink a lot.
Yeah.
And people say, man, you know how you were last night? No, I don't remember anything. Man, you did that, you did this. It's like someone actually possesses your body. And there are a lot of bad cases when someone does something bad and they don't recall it. And I don't know if there are cases of people doing something good and not recalling it. So I just don't know.
I hear you.
Listen, I as I say, I don't promote drinking. I have a drink on a Sunday. I drink. I tend to drink once a week. If it's a special occasion, I might have a drink more than once a week. Only on a Sunday is when I'll have a drink. And again, I don't mind having a drink on here. Where you gone? Talking to you. Generally, I don't mind having a drink on here because people. I think most people accept me, right? And if I was pretending to be something I'm not, when I've had a drink, I wouldn't be able to keep that up. So you get to see me for me. You get to see the real me when I've been having a drink, right? Because I wouldn't be able to keep up a charade if I was faking it, if I was bullshitting and pretending to be something I'm not. So this is why I don't mind having a drink on it. But I don't want people to think that I'm promoting drinking, because I'm not. Number one. I want people to understand that I used that at the time as a crutch to help me through a situation that I could have dealt with differently, and I probably should have dealt with differently. But it was all that I had available to me at the time. And this is one of the reasons why I put myself out here for people. If people need to talk to me, I will do the phoning most weeks. Right? And I say, just phone me up. If you need to talk to somebody, phone me up. Talk to me. I'll give you the time. Some people I give an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on the phone. Right? Even though I get people in the comments going, this is boring. Well, tough shit. Somebody needs to talk, and therefore I will give them the time to talk because they need to talk. So I'm UK lady and Baron.
Hi.
So I will try and be as open to people, because I've been there myself. I try and be open to people and allow people to share their experiences, to talk to me, even if they just want to talk about the weather. Some people would just phone because they've got nobody else to talk to, and my Sunday life could be the only person that they have to talk to for the entire week. And this This is why I do what I do in that respect. But again, I don't want people to think that being who I am, running a channel. All right, it's only got 47,500 subscribers. There are channels out there with millions, but I don't want to be a person that condones drinking to help with a mental health problem.
Yeah.
I have, and I'll be honest about that. But I will say to you that it's not the best fucking idea, so you shouldn't do it. I didn't have any choice. I didn't have anything else in that situation. I think I texted Lost Souls Paranormal at the time and said to her, "I'm stuck on a train." She'll be able to answer in the comments there, but I'm pretty sure I texted Lost Souls Paranormal while I was on the train. She's one of my best friends, and if I messaged anybody, it would have been her to say I'm stuck on a train and it's doing my fucking head in. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna come online and say, that's what I would do. You've had all these. Oh man, you've had all these. Shit, man.
It's okay.
You know what?
It's all right. Just listen. We're all friends here, man. If you need to,
Yeah.
No, I'm just. You fucking look at him. Pat-Man. He's still smoking. He's still drinking. He's had all these. Heart attacks or strokes. I don't get it. So there you go. Where we go? Where we go?
Smoke. I get told not to drink. Okay.
No.
I get told not to do lots of things, but you know what? As I've said, the next one, and again, I'm not trying to be, trying to ask for sympathy or people for me. The next one could be the one that finishes me off. We don't know. Walk out the door, get hit by a fucking train, bus, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
If I sit here now going, woe is me, I've had strokes, and give me some sympathy, and I'm all fucking sad.
Love your life.
Sorry for myself. I'm not in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not getting drunk every night.
No.
If I smoke every day, I'm a smoker. Such is life. But I'm not drinking every night. I'm not fucking off my tits all the time. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to get no reports out from number one.
And you're not abusive.
But I will have a drink. Once a week.
No.
Sorry.
What I'm saying is.
Sorry, Connie. I think UK lady said something I didn't hear.
Yeah, I said a lot of people that have drinking problems get very abusive, and I've never seen you be abusive.
Oh, I can be abusive.
Oh.
Yeah, but not through drink.
If you're the fucking start.
You've never been out for a drink with us.
True.
Sorry, Connie. Go ahead. Carry on.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, I've got high cholesterol. I've got what's the other one? Heart.
Right.
Blood pressure.
Yeah.
I can't remember the bloody things. So I'm hearing this like, do I just stop what I like to drink? Do I stop what I want to eat? No.
I think there are some benefits. Okay. If for example, and let's just say for example, and I don't know you. Okay, so don't take this the wrong way. If you was a heavy drinker, there would be benefits in not drinking so much. Okay, absolutely, there's benefits in that.
Once a week.
Right, like myself, I'll drink twice or three times a week if it's a special occasion, but the majority of weeks throughout the year, I'll drink one night a week. Now, as I say, if you was a heavy drinker, there are benefits. If you're suffering from those situations, there are benefits in cutting back. If you eat lots of takeaways, there are benefits in cutting back. But me personally, I'm not going to say you should do this because I don't want to give you any medical advice. I can't do that. For me, I think to myself, there's no point. I'm not giving up everything, okay? Because I will be a boring fucker and I would hate my life.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to.
There's no point in
I need to still
enjoy life.
I need to still enjoy myself whilst thinking about my health. So yes, if I was drinking every night, I'd cut back. I would. absolutely 100% hand on heart. I was eating takeaways all the time because I couldn't stand in the kitchen long enough to cook something. I actually have, and this is embarrassing. This is me being fucking completely open with you, exposing
Right.
myself.
Yeah.
I have got what they call a perching stool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, this is what old people have. Okay. This is a blue and white stool. This is embarrassing. And I'm fucking saying it on a live stream. I feel
It's
tomorrow
not just what old people have, to be honest with you.
No, you're right. It's not, and I shouldn't have said it in that way. You're absolutely right, Miss Emma. See, I got your name right this time.
Just call me Emma. Don't call me Miss.
Sorry, Miss. Just call you Miss rather than Emma.
Yeah, just call me Em. Call me Em.
A perching stall are for people that may be that are disabled. Okay, but it is something that you would associate to an old person generally. Okay, but I mean, okay, I'm 45. I could be getting old, whatever, But I have to have a perching stool, and even on that perching stool, and it's not a proper stool. You don't sit on it properly. You just use it to rest against, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Doing the washing up or while I'm trying to cook something. But even that, I can only stand that for 10 minutes or so, and then I have to go and sit on the sofa because it becomes uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm in this situation where I have to use this particular aid, and again, it's in bad. I can see two people in the back. I will bring you up in just a second. My apologies, I didn't see you there, Jack and Jace. Give me a second, and I'll bring you up. Fucking hell, what was I talking about? Yeah,
Your perching stool.
And I can't remember where I was going with that fucking story.
No, you were talking about your perching stool and how it benefits you in the kitchen, and
yes. So I was getting takeaways, lots of takeaways at the time. Okay, because I couldn't stand in the kitchen. Now they've given me this perching stool. I bought myself an air fryer because my shit. When I try and turn the oven on, I have to stand in the kitchen for 25 minutes for the oven and turn it up slowly by increments. Otherwise, it blows itself out. It's fucking. I should just get a new oven, but I'm a tight.
Yeah, that might be a benefit.
So I do it on the fire instead, right? So I can sit in the kitchen. Most things are cooked within 15 minutes in the air fryer that I cook. Do you know what I mean? So I'll put that on. I'll use the perching stool, and I can make a meal. A very simple meal I can make now. But other than that, I can't sit in the kitchen for any longer than about 10, 15 minutes at the most. I have to go back and sit in the front room for a bit. But I refuse to change my life enough to be a boring fucker that does not enjoy what I'm doing on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Because of my health.
Yeah.
Some people will say, yeah, but you got to think of your health first. Yeah, that's fine. I think of my health, but I'm not going to live my life in fear of something else happening. And be a boring fucker and hate the fact that I've lived a shitty life. Yeah. I would rather die knowing that I've enjoyed myself up to that point.
Can I tell you my day today?
Please do. And then I'm going to bring in, I've got two more people in the back I'm going to bring in. I'll let you say what you've got to say first, though, Connie.
All right, thank you. I've been sweating all day, right? And I've had to have a drink tonight, which is why I'm drunk. I got up this morning and my anxiety was through the roof. And my anxiety was simply, I had to go and shop for food.
Okay. Yeah. I know what that's like. Yeah. Understood.
Yeah. So I had to go out and shop for food and meet people or, be with people. And I spent about an hour shopping. And I came back home sweating like I don't know what. I was soaked. That was just my anxiety. I had to go out. I had to go out and shop. I had to go and get food for myself and for my dogs. And when I got back, I was soaked.
Yeah.
And this is my point. That was just anxiety. That is just me having to go out and shop. That was it.
The last time I went to a supermarket, was Christmas. I think it was last year. It might have even been the year before. It might have been the year before I had the stroke. Was the last time I went to a supermarket. And I went to the supermarket and I had a trolley and I was walking around and I had an anxiety attack. And all I'd done is I looked at the floor and I walked up and down aisles for about 3/4 of an hour. Wasn't looking at shelves, wasn't looking at people. I was looking at the floor. Walked up and down aisles for about 3/4 of an hour. I actually had somebody from the store come up to me and ask me if I was okay. And I said, no, I'm not. So I'm having a fucking anxiety attack. And I don't know what I'm doing. And I almost broke down. And they said to me, right, come on, leave the trolley, come with me. And they took me to the side, right? And they asked me if I needed an ambulance and all that stuff. I said, no, I don't need an ambulance. I just need to go home, call me a taxi. And they called a taxi for me and I came home. That was the last time I went to a supermarket. All of the shopping I do, well, no, sorry, that wasn't the last time I went to a supermarket. The last time I went to a supermarket was with Tiffany and Sonic. And that was because they was with me. So I should say the last time I went to a supermarket on my own. And I had that panic attack and they called me a taxi and I got a taxi and I went home and left the trolley in the middle of the store. I couldn't shop. So most of the shopping that I do now is done online. And I get it delivered, or I use Uber Eats, and I'll get something delivered. It's hard work, and I feel sorry for you that you have to put up with that yourself. I know how difficult it is. I know how upsetting it can be while you're out and you get a situation like that. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, I've never come across anybody to announce their feelings. I mean, that's why I'm here, because I know, Pop, you've got problems, so it's really nice to be here and hear that. But yeah, two dogs. I've got two dogs helping me, but getting out, yeah.
Dan,
Right, just sorry, Seth, 1 second. I just want to bring Jack and Jace on because they've been sat in the back room. I just wanted to let people finish talking before I brought them on. So bear with me and I'll come back to you, Seth.
Do you need me to jump off so you can get that?
No, it's fine. I've got it's not an issue. Jack, can you do us a favour? Just touch your nose with your left hand. Thank you very much, young man. And Jace, can you do us a favour? Just raise your right hand for me.
Yeah, try doing that when you've had a stroke.
I swear now say I swear on Almighty Pat. No, I'm joking.
Speaking of panic attacks, I've had a few of those, like some severe ones where I've been hospitalized like twice, like overnight, because it has like every single thing, like you're having a heart attack, but not the heart attack.
Yeah.
I know. Yep. Sorry, I just want to bring up Sonic and Tiff stayed with me over my birthday, 17th, from the 16th of June until I think it was about the 20th of June. I think they stayed here.
Yeah, that's really lovely.
And Sonic came down from Scotland to where I am in Liverpool, and Tiffany came from the northeast over to stay with me as well, which was really nice of them. And as he's just put there, he wished that I got out with them more. Now, they said to me, for several days while they were here, they was like, oh, we're going to go and do this. Come with us. And I didn't want to ruin it for people. So I was like, I've got things to do. And no offense, Sonic, but I did lie a couple of times to you, telling you that I had things to do. Okay?
Mandy. Love you, Mandy.
Busted.
I couldn't bring myself to go out. So, sometimes, and other people on here will attest to that. Sometimes you've got to lie to people,
Yeah.
you know, for your own good, for your own mental health. So my apologies for lying.
Yeah, you end up making excuses, don't you? Because you feel so anxious yourself and you're scared to actually give the real reason, that you actually just come up with a stupid.
Sometimes you just need a bit of space, just, you know.
I don't want to ruin it for other people. I don't want to ruin other people's. Do you know what I mean? So I'd rather.
White lie doesn't hurt anybody.
No, I know, Tiff, I could have just said, but the problem is your mental health doesn't allow you to just say to people, I can't come with you because I feel like shit. Because
no, it doesn't allow you. You don't feel you can say that, do you?
Yeah, your head says to you, your brain will say to you, that inner voice will say to you, oh, they'll think you don't want to be with them.
Yeah.
And they're going to think you're a cunt because you don't want to go out with them. And that's, you know, and that's what your head does. And unfortunately, that voice in your head is far more powerful than people give you credit for.
Yeah,
so
I agree with that.
Yeah.
What I did in 2021 is I realised that, like, I was really struggling with this anxiety stuff. And I decided to build myself an e-bike, I thought that's the way to get around and get everything and go shopping and all the rest of it. And I thought I was physically fit enough to, like, travel anywhere or do anything. And then 6 months ago, I just ripped it all off and just got my bike and just cycled it. And every day I got stronger, fitter. And every day has been a blessing. And it's really helped.
Well done you for doing that.
Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
Surf, I love you, man.
It's like this comment down here as well. Alcoholic sober 8 years. Quis separa bit. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Well done, man.
Well done.
Well, so fair play to you.
You get confidence in. You feel like you're gonna have a heart attack and die, but you don't. You just get fitter. You just get.
Well, this is why I've said about my walk into the local shop. I will not walk into the local shop, no matter how much it hurts, and it does hurt. You know, it's all very well me saying it hurts. Or, you know, people watching this will go, fuck off, you pussy, whatever. You know, some people don't understand. Okay. But walking to the local shop, genuinely, I've been on the phone once. I messaged Lost Souls Paranormal, if she's still here watching. I messaged her, voice message, and I literally screamed in this voice message because I'd got home. When I stopped walking at my front door to put my key in, as soon as I stopped walking, my legs started going like that, right? I got in the front door. I didn't even lock the door. I put the bag on the floor. I stumbled into the front room and I sat on the sofa and I put my legs up. And they hurt like fucking hell. Okay. And I messaged Lost Souls Paranormal. I was like, my fucking legs. And I was nearly crying. It hurt that much. Yeah. Right. You know, I don't want to give up walking around because I don't want to give up on myself. Okay. So I'm trying to push myself still. I'm still trying to do the walk that I used to do to the shops. People keep saying to me, take it easy. But if I take it easy, then I'm going to get not just lazy, I'm going to get weaker. And I don't want to be that person. So I will.
I've got a neighbour who never leaves a flat. She just stays in a flat 24/7.
Yeah.
The same. Everyone's different. We're all at different stages.
And I praise you for being able to get on a bike and to make yourself stronger and fair, absolutely fucking hand on heart, fair play to you.
I could just sit back and go, do you know what? I'm not going to push myself. And it hurts like hell. You go up the hill and it hurts. And every day you do it and go, I really don't want to do this. But every day I do it, I get stronger. My body gets fitter. My body progresses. And that's something that I look forward to, the fact that I've pushed myself that bit more and gone, do you know what? Go a bit more. Do a bit more.
I mean, Pap, I totally get where you're coming from. I mean, I've got muscular dystrophy, which I've had for a long time. So my mobility is basically muscle wastage. So all my muscles are wasting away as we talk.
A friend of mine back home, he has MS, and he's like, I'm not going to let it beat me. He goes to the bars and stuff like that and dancing.
No,
and stuff like
same as me. same as me. I mean, I work full time. I won't let anything get me down. Recently, like perhaps I've had a stroke. I'm back at the hospital on Monday. That's how recent it is. So on top of like my muscular dystrophy, I've had that. But I tell you what, fuck it. I ain't laying down and being walked all over. I will continue carrying on, and I'm a fighter, and I will continue to work full time and show people that you can do it if you really want to. That's the way I see it.
There you go.
Good on you, darling. Good on you.
Do you mind me saying, Emma?
Brilliant. You keep fighting the good fight, because that's what counts.
Mind me saying what you said the other day, Emma, what you've recently had?
Yeah, carry on. I'm just going to turn my camera off so I can have a...
No worries. Well, Emma, like myself and like Roger, I'm not looking at the screen at the moment. So Emma, like myself and like Roger, has had a stroke. Emma might be more recent than mine. I'm not entirely sure, but mine was about a month ago. But I've been left, and so has Roger. We've been left with ME, okay, which is chronic fatigue, myalgic encephalomyelitis or something like that. It's I can't remember exactly what the words are, but we've been left with ME, which sounds bad when you think of MS and all these other things that you talk about.
Sorry to interrupt.
Go on.
No, sorry, bud. I've been watching a scientific girl who's just got chronic. I don't want to call it COVID, but
long COVID.
long COVID. Yeah.
Right.
That's what.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to pop down back in the chat. I've got a very low battery. I'll be back if I can.
All right, no worries at all.
And she's got long COVID, so and I've been watching it for God knows how long now. I'm thinking, is this really real? So, it
is.
Yeah,
I assure you that ME or chronic fatigue is absolutely real.
It is real. Yeah, I mean, my stroke hasn't caused that, but my stroke was a blood clot in my neck. I was sat at home and thought I had a migraine, and I've got a nursing background as well, so I didn't understand how this happened. The blood clot came from the neck, travelled up the back of my brain, and has affected my eyesight. So I've lost some of the eyesight in my left eye. Whether it will come back, I don't know. So a whole change of lifestyle again, along with my mobility in terms of I will lose my license. I will lose a lot of my independence in terms of that. But do you know what? You just got to keep going, and you just got to adapt, and I'll find a way to get through this. And
one of the things, Emma, is that even if you've lost sight in one eye, you can still drive once you're used to it.
Really?
Yeah. There's people that drive with one eye.
Yeah.
Once you're used to being able to cope with one eye, I mean, I'm sure your eyesight will come back. I'm not going to suggest for a minute that you're going to be like you are for the rest of your life, because it can very easily come back.
Yeah, I know, but you don't know, do you? So
no, you don't. I'm just don't
be negative.
People that will drive and they've only got one eye. Okay, so if people can drive and they've only got one eye, there is absolutely nothing stopping somebody from driving with one good eye and one eye that's not so good. There's nothing stopping you from driving. Yes, after a stroke, you have to stop driving. I believe, from what I've read, you cannot drive for at least 1 month after
1
a stroke.
month. Yeah, they give you a month discretion in terms of not driving, and then they test you again to see how you are, depending on what the effects are of that stroke. And obviously, where mine's visual, it will mean that I do have to declare it.
Well,
because-
if you look on the back of the disabled sticker, it actually says the driver of this vehicle is either registered blind or disabled.
So do you lose depth perception with only having one eye? Do you lose like being able to put your finger on the end of a pencil kind of thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's happened is like literally from the middle of my left eye, it's gone completely blind. So it's a bit like when you're driving a car, it's like your blind spot.
Yeah.
So if anything comes up on the left of me, I can't see it at all.
Bless. That's what mirrors are for.
Yeah,
but again, all that would require is a retraining of your behaviour when you're driving to be able to look, to look again, to look using your good eye rather than your bad eye. But I'm pretty sure that if you've not lost full vision in that eye, I'm pretty sure that it will probably come back at some point.
Hope so.
It does. I'm in a medical practice. It's got like 8 doctors, 8 surgeries you can book appointments with, yeah? And I wanted to book an appointment with a doctor, and the only appointment I was allowed to book was a smear test.
You don't identify as a woman, do you?
Absolutely.
That's the only thing I'm allowed to book.
That's brilliant.
The broken me, Salmon. To go off camera, you broken up.
They just say though, in the land of the blind,
I don't know if that's any good to me or not. I don't know.
Oh my god, that's made my day.
Which older, just for medical purposes, which hole would they be doing the smear test? Is it down the? Or was it? Which one? That's what I would do.
If Mill the night before, it might be a food baby.
If I want to get my medication reviewed, I need to go to my chemist, and the chemist would be glad to review my medication.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but
Listen, if you don't laugh,
I don't know what these doctors are doing that are getting paid £110,000 a year salary. What are they doing?
£110,000 to smear test a fella. Yeah.
I've been
Right,
lift and separate.
Roger, go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, I'm going to say good night, mate. I've had a couple of late nights, and I'm going to have certainly a late one tomorrow because I tide's not until midnight.
Yeah. You've been fishing, haven't you, Roger?
And my eyes are starting to go now. So,
God bless you, mate.
I will say good night to everybody on the channel.
Take care,
good night
Roger.
to everybody in the chat. I won't name you all in person. There's too bloody many of you.
Good
But,
night.
have a lovely rest of the morning. And I'll catch up with you in the week.
Enjoy your fishing. Send me some pictures if you catch anything.
See you, mate.
Certainly will.
Let it go, won't it?
Sweet as. All right, Roger. Take it easy, my friend.
Take care, guys.
Good night, mate. Good night.
Bye. Oh, what a nice
Good man,
guy.
it's Roger. Good man.
Can we just go back to the being around people thing?
Yes.
I work permanent nights because being on days, there's too many people. I don't like it. I work permanent nights. There's 5 of us. That's it. And I'm in charge of 3 of them, 4 of them. And that's it.
What do you do?
I'm a furnaceman.
So what?
I melt metal and pour it into molds.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't that make you a blacksmith?
No, actually, no, because they deal with metal and that, all they do is warm it up and mold it. What I do is I melt metal and then pour it into mold.
It's like bar stock, right? You're talking about you melt metal down to bar stock or something like this, no?
It's basically steel and pig iron.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And then obviously it needs treating, and then I pour it into mold. But it's that dangerous that I can't do it on days. That's why we do it on nights. None of the guys on days.
Sorry to stop you. You can't do it on days. You have to do it on nights.
Yes, because there's only 5 of us there on nights who can actually do the job.
All right.
The guys on days, all they do is make the molds.
Right.
So I can pour it into the molds on a night time because it's too dangerous for them to be around while I'm doing my job.
Okay.
So I love that. I've done that. Oh, God knows. I've done that for 10 years. And like I say, I'm a supervisor now. I love my job. Absolutely love it. I work.
Do you like fabricate plates and stuff? No? Do you fabricate plates and stuff, anything like this?
See, all I get is a metal box with sand and a hole to pour the molten metal in. I don't see what's inside. So I don't really know. But it's quite interesting. It's quite dangerous as well. And yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. But I love the fact that there's only 5 of us. And it's just us.
Yeah.
And that's what goes on. I don't like being on days there's too many people. So going back to what Pat was saying, I have a local shop about 2-minute walk away from where I live, and that's the only place I go. I go to work, I come home. If I need anything, if I need milk or bread, I call up the local shop, which is 24 hours, and then I come home and I shut my door and I lock my door.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody else.
You're a real solid commune. There's 5 of you or whatever you said, and you love each other, and you're all looking after each other. Is that the right way of saying it? You're all boys. Yeah.
We're all what, sorry?
You're all boys, just looking after each other. You go for a pint at the end of the shift. You're looking after each other.
That's right. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've pulled people out of the way when the job has leaked and molten metal has pissed out all over the legs, and the amount of time I've grabbed somebody and pulled them out of the way to stop them getting burned.
Yeah.
It's the camaraderie that we have is awesome.
No, I understand. But we make light of it on in films, don't we? And it's real, though, isn't it? Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, it's a very physically demanding and dangerous job being a foundryman. Dan said, I can't remember. I think it was Saul said, "Are you are you a blacksmith?" Or it might have been Dan. No, it's a working in foundries. There's very few steel foundries left in the United Kingdom. I think you're probably local to me. So if you ever need a plumber, mate, get in touch.
Right, whereabouts are you?
Handsworth.
Giving your location away.
Handsworth.
Right, I'm North Lincolnshire.
All right, you're miles away. Cracky, I thought you might be in Sheffield.
No, no. I used to work with a lad who worked at Battery Foundry, who used to work in Sheffield. I've worked with a few actually. Yeah.
I'll say. I mean, maybe not everybody on.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to jump off. I've got the hospital in the morning, so
no worries.
Thank
no problem at all.
you so much for letting me on. I really appreciate it, and you've all cheered me right up. Thank you.
Good. Pleased to hear it, darling. Take care, Emma.
And you. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Right, now it's a sausage fest. There's got to be some people in the comments that's going to jump up. Come on, girls. Don't be scared.
I have that whole social phobia thing. Like, I hate being around a lot of people. I hate it. It's like if I rarely leave my house. I'm usually just sitting here downstairs on my PC or laying upstairs in bed on my phone, watching YouTube videos.
No,
that's
not like that at all.
And you know what? I mean, not everybody watching. Not
I see
everybody.
people shit posting and all that kind of thing. It doesn't do anything for me.
Everybody understands. Okay? But the people that are on the panel, or at least some of us on the panel, maybe not all of us, but definitely most of us on the panel, and probably quite a few people in the comments will understand what it's like to go through not wanting to be around people. And it's not an antisocial thing. It's just your own mental well-being. Sometimes you just have to stay away from people for your own mental well-being because it affects you so badly, and it does. And as much as and it is embarrassing sometimes to say, but again, I would rather people laugh at me for how I am sometimes than people. I would rather people laugh at me, but then other people come to me because they want to talk, because they feel in the same situation and they've got nobody else to talk to. I would rather that than pretend that I'm fine and there's nothing wrong. And I'm, and I'm just like everybody else. I don't want to pretend. I want to be honest with people. And I think it's important that we have these discussions. And this is, when I started doing this, I see, I started doing these live streams really during COVID, and there was a lot of people that were stuck. They couldn't see their friends, they couldn't see their family. They're on their own, like I was, and they've got nobody. And once a week, they was messaging me privately saying, "Do you know what? I look forward to your live streams because I connect with nobody during the week, and I come onto your live stream and we have a laugh and we have a chat and we discuss this and that and the other, and it gives me something to look forward to." And that really made me feel good that I was able to do that for some people. And I genuinely think that it's important that we talk about mental health in whatever context, because it shows people that there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. So there are a lot more people that suffer with mental health than you might think. But many, many people are embarrassed to talk about it.
It's funny that we're all men.
Pap, today, right? I had a friend of mine that wanted to show me his car and come round, and I was so just like, no, don't come round. And he said, "Oh, come on, let me come show you my car." And in the end, I let him come round, and for an hour and a half waiting for him to come round, it was like going for a hell. Horrible feeling, and just like, I want this over with. I just want it gone. I want it to just go. And when he come round, I talked to him for like 10 minutes, and then that was it. I was just like, why am I feeling like this? Why do I get this feeling?
When you've got mental health issues like from what most of you have said, we've all suffering from similar situations in that respect. Okay, especially the social anxiety. When you've got social anxiety, what I found is that you G yourself up for a situation, okay? And when that situation doesn't happen, your mind starts playing fucking games with you. So when somebody says they're going to be around at 5:10 and they don't turn up at 6 o'clock, you've got 50 minutes of stress.
You're like me. You overthink things.
Yeah.
you go through every scenario, every answer, and how you're going to retort to that answer that they're going to give, which is overthinking, basically.
Yeah, overthinking, exactly. Yeah, and if they don't turn up when they say they're going to turn up, you've got however long it takes for them to turn up, where you're going through your head, have I done something wrong? Are they not turning up? Do they not like me anymore? And you've got all these fucking stupid things going through your head, but you can't stop it.
That's right. Yeah, correct. I agree.
I'll give you a simple example today. I was waiting from medical supplies, whatever you want to call it, and the delivery company online was saying it will be within 11:59 and 1:59, and I was like, I've got to stay in. 1:50. What? I was just so anxious, waiting for that delivery between those 2 hours, and it was just mad. Yeah, there you go. Sorry.
Can I just answer how
deadlines? Deadlines where you need to do something by a certain time. It's like, nah, box that. I'll do it with me. Thank you.
I just want to answer that question. I just want to answer that comment that helps someone's put smoking cigarettes is very unhealthy. And I don't mean to call you out, help someone, and please don't take this the wrong way. I said this earlier, okay? If I'm going to die, I would rather die enjoying myself, okay?
On my terms.
I drink once a week, unless it's a special occasion, then I'll have another drink, okay? But I won't get drunk during the week. I'll get drunk on a Sunday night, like I am now. I've just done half a litre of brandy. I've got a bottle in, but I might go and get in a minute. But do you know what? I will do that because I would rather die enjoying myself.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, and smoking is very unhealthy. Absolutely, it is. Do you know what I mean? But so is going out and shagging women, because you could catch something, right? So that could be unhealthy as well, right? So we don't know. Everything we do has an upside and a downside. Everything we do, right? Smoking has an upside because it chills you out a little bit and it stops you from stressing, but then it has the bad side to it. Drinking, the same thing. Okay, everything we do, good sides and a bad side.
Don't eat burgers.
I do not want to die. I do not want to die.
Don't eat burgers. Don't eat.
Well, yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
If I'm going to have another stroke, which could happen tonight, it could happen in a week, it could happen in a month, a year, 10 years, whatever. I do not want to have the point where when my life ends, I do not want to sit there and say to myself, do you know what? I've lived in worry and panic for X amount of time, and I've not lived my life properly. I've not enjoyed myself. So I smoke because I don't particularly like smoking, but it keeps me sane. Right? So I'd rather have a cigarette, okay, and not be pissed off all the time. Because when it comes to the point where my life is over, I don't want to turn around and say to myself, do you know what? I have lived such a shit, boring life. So yes, smoking's unhealthy, but it can be good for your mental health. So you've got to kind of weigh it up. Do you know what I mean? But I'm certainly not going to die and think to myself, I wish I hadn't done this or I wish I'd have done that. I'm just going to live my life. Yes, some things you need to cut back on in order to help your mental health, but like drinking or whatever. But I'm not going to give shit up. I'm not going to give it up just because.
Yeah, let's get into food. Where do you draw the line on food? I mean, we drink, we smoke. What food? Okay, no one's mentioning food.
I eat a lot of seafood.
Shall we have fatty burgers? Shall we have Kentucky fried chicken?
No. I cook my own food. I eat a lot of seafood. The fresher the better.
All right. Well, let me stop it there. You're eating fish food.
Yes.
Out of the sea.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the sea is polluted with chemicals.
That's correct. Microplastics.
And microplastic. Thank you. Right. So you understand. So my point is, how do you understand that fish food is better than anything else?
Seafood. Seafood is the most natural thing you can ever eat in your life. It goes along with beef. I've got a couple of steaks in the fridge, which I'm going to have tomorrow with potatoes, with onions.
Chase, I think what Connie's trying to say is you think about fish now. Okay, fish basically permeated with microplastics and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so which could be bad, which is bad for your health. Okay, so but then everything will have a good or a negative effect on you depending on how you look at it. Everything, no matter what you eat, whether it's meat, whether it's vegetables, whatever it is that you eat, for example, will have either a good or a negative, or a good and a negative effect on your life. Vegetables, for example, there are many vegetables that you could eat that will have pesticides on them, which are going to affect your health. Okay, you could eat, which are, lots of meat they say are carcinogenic, which I don't believe necessarily, because otherwise the whole of humanity would have died out during the fucking caveman era, right? Well, let's face it, they never ate fucking. They didn't eat asparagus. Cavemen didn't eat asparagus, did they? To be fucking honest.
Don't say that when we're just having a experience here. For fuck's sake, it never come out in the news.
When did you go?
The more unprocessed food is, the better it is for you.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that unprocessed food is good for you. However, it's still bad for you in other ways.
Yeah, but there's always something bad for you in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
So
grow your own food and you make it yourself. Then
why live your life worrying because everything that you put into your body is going to be bad in the eyes of somebody? Okay. Why live your life worrying?
Everything that tastes good is bad for you.
Yeah, you've got to do what makes you feel good. You've got to do what makes you feel good, through your life.
But why are the fast food, the people that do the fast foods are the cheapest? And if you want to eat healthy, you're going to have to pay a lot more for it. Why is that the way?
Yeah, exactly. You tell me that. Exactly.
I'll tell you why I think that is. Sorry, Connie. I'll tell you why I think that is, because there's less people that want it. Okay. You think about how much things cost when you've got something that's new, lots of people, it's very expensive because not a lot of people want it. A lot of people know about it. When it starts becoming very popular, okay, and everybody starts buying it, the price goes down, okay, because everybody's buying it and they're still making a fucking fortune. It's the same as the vegetables and the clean living shit. Okay, there's not as many people that are interested in that stuff, so the price is higher. When more people are interested in eating all of the what's the word I'm thinking of?
Consumer.
The stuff without pesticides on and all that kind of stuff.
Organic.
Organic. Thank you. Sorry. This is one of the leftovers I've got from the stroke. I forget fucking simple words. It's a pain in the arse. But not so many people that are interested in organic stuff, so the price is a lot higher. When you have more people that are interested in it, the price will come down. It's the same. It's supply and demand, isn't it? Right. The more people want, the less the price is. To be honest,
Pat, that's one quick question. Like you got like cow milk, yeah. But then you got this like new milk that's made from almonds and oats, yeah. And instead of like replacing like natural fats, they're putting like vegetable fats in there, and they're putting all these chemicals in there that are far more unhealthy.
Soy boys.
Natural fat is.
Feminization.
And then when the milk processes in the oat milk, it actually makes more sugar than what's in like animal like milk, and you're just like, hang on a minute, you've just got a product now that's just so much more unhealthy than the product you're telling me to like replace because it's so unhealthy. And you're like, come on.
I like beef and bacon. Can't beat a cow and a pig. Put it in your slap its ass, put it on a plate, cracking. Can't beat it.
It's like oat milk is worse than cow milk. So why are you going
That's right. Yeah, that's right. These avocado farms and all the peanut farms, they actually kill all the local wildlife to maintain crops. They kill frogs, mice, rabbits. They kill the fucking lot just to maintain the crops. So all these do-gooders who just, I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, but you've killed all these little fucking animals to contribute to the local.
Hearing that?
I'll just jump in there very quickly. I'm not a very big fan on Piers Morgan, but one of the things that he brings up every time he talks to somebody about veganism, one of his main questions are, do you eat almonds? Do you eat avocados? And they go, well, yeah, of course I do. And he's like, right, what about the billions or millions and billions of bees that are killed in order to produce avocados and what did I just say? What fucking nuts did I just say?
Indigenous life that lives in the fields.
Doesn't matter. Any bee.
Anyway, nuts. There's almond nuts and avocados. No, I'm not a very big fan of Piers Morgan, but that's one thing that I stand by, and I'm like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? They all go on about, oh, you should eat meat because of this, that, and the other, and we've got to protect the animals and blah blah blah, and you're destroying, killing all these animals and making beef and this, that, and the other. And okay, bees are a small animal, but when you're talking about millions of bees to do an avocado harvest, plus you're talking about flying them over to the fucking other countries, right? You're actually causing a bigger problem, or as big a problem as people that are eating meat, in my opinion.
But everything they replace it with is more unhealthy than what the thing that you was originally eating.
Well, they say that once the bees have gone, humanity isn't far behind it.
That's right, because the bees pollinate the flowers to make the fruit. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're pollinators.
You're kind of removing something, aren't you? If you're doing it, like if you're going to do it artificial, you're removing something, aren't you?
I mean, let's take vegetable. Vegetable oil was meant to go in an engine. It was never meant to go in the human body. But they found a way to literally put it in margarine and put it in all these things. Yeah. It was never meant to go in our bodies.
Now, what's wrong with
margarine? Believe it or not, margarine is one molecule away from being solid plastic.
Yeah.
They actually made margarine as a supplement to cows.
But if you take butter that's made from animal fat, your body can break that down and use it.
That's right. Yeah, that's correct. Yes.
So why would you have vegetable oil? I'm always
the
most healthiest product that you can possibly get.
This is why we have olive oil. That's what it's supposed to do.
This is butter or what?
Yeah, but Flora makes out that it's the most healthiest thing you can have on a sandwich, and you're like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
What?
I've got people I know that swear that
we've got vegetable,
vegetable
versus meat. What?
It's been scientifically proven that you cannot sustain on a vegetable only diet. You are not receiving all of everything that you need in order to stay healthy.
We're still cavemen. The hunter-gatherers. We eat meat.
You think that?
We stab it, we kill it, we slaughter it, we eat it.
If we was meant to eat plants, all of our teeth would be like our back teeth.
No, I know.
If you said that, if you said you're going to eat animals, then where does vegetable oil come into the process?
But regards our genetic.
No, what I'm saying to you, where would you be eating vegetable oil?
Sorry, I'm talking to Bob. Regarding our teeth, Yeah, regarding our teeth, we have incisors, teeth, front teeth.
Yeah.
So we bite.
Cutting teeth at the front.
We bite.
And chewing teeth.
Omnivores.
So what did we bite?
Omnivores.
What did we bite?
What, berries? Yeah, because berries need chewing, don't they?
Well, no, because herbivores have teeth like ours all the way round.
Yeah.
They like
Yeah,
our back
but
teeth.
they ain't got opposable thumbs and they can't grab things. They ain't got two eyes, so they can hunt things which are close to us, so we can see them.
But
That's how we're designed.
Eaters.
We have chompers and biters.
Yes, absolutely.
Chompers, biters. So what?
You don't need incisors if you're eating berries.
What? Yeah.
That's right. Berries don't need hunting.
What do we do then? We grab things.
But we're not carnivores, and we're not
You see, Brian PC, and I'm going to embarrass myself some more now because I've had a drink. I haven't got my incisors.
we bit things. Right?
So,
we can eat like nuts, and we can eat seeds.
What do we chomp on?
Nuts, seeds, and grains, and they help us.
Like the Garafon, isn't it? Are you drinking a Garafon there, Joe?
Gallon of what?
Garafon. What's in the bottle, dude?
We were always biters. We ate meat.
Not 100% meat.
That's what hunter-gatherers did. Okay, Ben?
No, they didn't, because the
Helps. Hold on a minute, guys. Hold on a minute, guys. Sorry, just want to respond to this. Gorillas will eat meat, by the way. They will eat meat if they have to. Yes, horses, cows, buffalo may not eat meat, but they have two stomachs in order to process or four stomachs. Okay, fair enough. Four stomachs in order to process what they eat. We don't. We have one stomach. What does that tell you? If these animals have multiple stomachs to digest the plant life that they eat, but we have one stomach, what does that tell you?
That tells me that vegetarians are stealing food from my food source.
Pat, can I respond?
That's what that tells me.
I'm not eating no bugs.
Yeah, basically, as we know, that when you kill an animal, you've got a certain amount of time to eat it in. And most hunts were really hard to do. So you couldn't just kill an animal every 30 seconds. Kill an animal
21 days.
You'd have to eat.
So the steak that I eat is aged 21 days.
The rest of the time, you'd have to eat berries, fruit, and vegetation, which is why we have mixed diet, and we're not carnivores. We eat meat when we can get it, but it's not.
I say we got it wrong, I say, in the development, right?
Yeah.
Of the 19th century. Like the 18th century, the 19th century, I think we got it wrong, right? Because, even whilst all that was going on over in the Americas, they could have corralled a lot of that, right? They could have kept a lot of the horses, corralled them, bred them to eat.
But we're not 100% meat eaters.
We have the buffalo, and all this. They wiped it all out, right?
What's easier? Right, what's easier? Collecting fruit, berries, whatever on trees, or taking a weapon and taking this big beast down for some meat.
No, I'm not talking about shooting anything.
Right? No, what I'm saying is going back in time. What's easier? What Do we collect berries? Or do we shoot that animal?
A lion is only 25% successful in killing its prey.
My food is eating your vegetarian food.
I'm just saying,
Anyway, a lot of livestock is
I'm
actually.
talking about from our. I'm talking about from our, previous.
Okay, so if we killed some animal, yeah, we have to eat it within a couple of hours, or it goes off.
But
it has to be packaged. It has to be chopped down and processed.
Yeah, unless we eat it straight away, it goes off.
Chop it up, right?
No,
You mean now?
a lion could eat it 12 hours later and not affect it. He would be able to eat it.
No, you can't just freeze it straight away. You've got to like dissect it.
I'm talking back in the day when, like our ancestors, if they kill something, they got to eat what they've killed.
Let's define what can go off, right? We're not talking chicken, right? Chicken goes off. You get fucking nasty, biological crap. Pork. You can't keep pork, right? Goes off.
Mad cow disease is Alzheimer's.
Kill you, right?
Pork contains trichinosis worms, which engage your blood supply and your mental development, which is why it goes off actually strangely. It goes off quicker in colder climates than warmer climates. That's why people from warmer climates traditionally eschewed eating pork. Not only that, pork tastes very similar to human beings. So when human beings had failed crops or what have you, they used to resort to cannibalism. So that's why certain people don't like eating pork, because it makes people sick and it reminds them of the fact it tastes very, very similar to human.
There you go. So we avoid chicken, we avoid poultry, we avoid pork, right? That leaves us with beef, or whatever you want to call us, beef.
Well, I still think there's scope for it, and I mean, I don't like the controlled environments, but certainly I'm an advocate of more beef. Yeah, so.
Oh yeah.
The point I was trying to make is, if you kill beef, you literally ate it as you killed it. You didn't wait till the next day and ate it, because you get poisoned.
No. You've got beef.
Depends if you bled it properly.
You've got venison.
You let the blood out, cut its throat, hang it up, and let the blood drain. Then it won't. So the blood doesn't congeal in the meat, in the flesh.
You've seen that, right, big guy? Yeah.
Sorry?
You've seen that, right?
I've done it.
Yeah, I've seen it, so I know what it's like to wake up to it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's not nice, because all we have are little packs of in the supermarket.
Next
That's
week
all
is sausages, yeah.
We don't see that bit. We don't.
I'm just saying, there's an art to it. There's a craft to it. When you dissect, when you're splitting that up.
The only point I was trying to make is we ate more than just meat. We had other things to eat that was just more than meat.
One thing to remember, is that there was an entire generation, of humans, not Homo sapiens, but there was an entire generation of humans who lived on raw meat, and they survived in order for what's the word? The diversion. In order for evolution, they survived long enough for evolution to take its place and have new types of humans. And they ate meat. They learned how to cook meat. They ate meat, and they survived long enough to produce a new evolution of humans in order for us to get where we are now. So there was people that ate raw meat, and we are descendants of these people who ate raw meat. Yes, we probably couldn't live on raw meat now because of diseases and shit like that, all sorts of stuff, right? But we've learned to cook meat in order to kill bacteria and all that kind of stuff, and we are still here. We are still alive. We have seen an explosion in growth in population. Okay.
Nice beer.
Yes, granted, it may, and I say may, have an impact on global warming. Although the UK only produces 1% of the entire global, contribution to global warming, which is fuck all. But yes, we have survived through eating raw meat, through eating cooked meat, and we get to a situation now where people go, "Oh, you shouldn't eat meat. You should be a vegetarian." Fuck off! Don't tell me what to eat. Don't tell me not to fucking smoke or drink.
I've got one thing to say. Why are we spending 12 trillion pounds on being green on this global warming shit, and China are spending nothing and just milking it?
Yeah, well,
China's
sovereign state.
India as well.
Well, China's one of the biggest contributors to global warming, and they do fuck all. And there's us, 1% of the global 1% of the global carbon fucking emissions. 1% is the UK, and yet we are the ones that are getting harassed into fucking not eating meat, eating plant. By an American, by the way, an American billionaire telling us that we have to eat fucking plant-based meat, and he's buying up all the farmland in America in order to stop people producing fucking, stuff that we like eating, and to start making us eat fucking lab-based, lab-grown fucking food. Fuck off, mate. I wouldn't eat that.
My grandmother.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. Jack, and then we'll come to you, Connie. Sorry. Go on, Jack. That way, Jack. Go on, mate.
I was working at my golf course back in Michigan, in the U.S., and there is this vegan woman. She wants to have a whole vegan menu. That's going to cost us a lot of money, and just all this product just sitting there that nobody's going to fucking eat. So,
has anybody seen that meme? Have you seen that meme where it shows like a WhatsApp group chat, and it says, "I'm having a barbecue at the weekend. Is there any vegans?" And somebody says, "Yes, I'm a vegan," and then it says that person's been removed from the group.
Yeah. And this woman is sitting there. She was like trying to promote her menu to the head chef at my golf course, and I'm like. And I told the chef there, I'm like, I need a burger. And he's like, how do you want it? Rare. I want to bleed it. And I'm sitting next to them. He brings out the hamburger. And I'm just eating it, and just blood just dripping out of it.
Yes.
I want my plate to fucking moo when I stick my fork in it.
The best way to have a steak is blue. A good vet could spank its ass and bring it back to fucking life. That's how rare it is. The 10 seconds of that.
Yeah. There's a
guys,
if it's not moving, it's not worth it.
I looked outside. There's a cow with 3 legs.
Yeah. I don't want to go on my meat.
Oh yes.
Oh dear.
Anyway, right.
I was going to go into hunting and things like that.
Sorry. I just saw a comment. Where is it?
What?
Does drinking and smoking cause ED? I don't care. I've got some medicine for that.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Anyway, yeah.
I'm for it, dude. I'm for it too. I have no problem with that shit.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm glad of the pharmaceutical industry.
If you come to the Philippines, they sell this shit in the street at the intersections. I'm like, you got Cialis and you got Viagra. I'm like, what? And they have towels and cigarettes on the same little tray that they're trying to sell. I'm like, huh?
Kaz, you do realise when you put a comment like that, it's going to get shown on.
Moves. We've got moves. We've got moves.
I know you felt that one.
Moves. Can we all go to the moves, please?
There, that girl there was moves. The chat.
Go to the moves.
Jason, tell your fella to put it on.
Wow. That's terrific. Get in there.
How you boys doing? That's Canadian. Hang on a minute. Let me do it this way. That's Canadian Jason and his wife.
Right.
Sorry, his boyfriend. Sorry. Oh, I think I pissed him off.
Has anybody seen the film Deliverance?
Yes, I have seen Deliverance. I can't remember it.
Anyway, leave it.
Get the banjos out.
Jason, my bad. I was only fucking about. If I've upset you, I'm sorry. You can't expect to not get ribbed.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, but Dan, we got moves.
Deliverance.
Yes.
You ever seen
Say
Flash
again.
Gordon?
You mentioned Deliverance. I heard
Yeah.
that. Oh,
Have you not seen the film?
yeah, Burt Reynolds. I love him.
Ain't you got a purty mouth?
No,
Squeal like a pig, boy.
no, but Burt Reynolds.
Deliverance. Who was in that film? That's an old one. Oldie, you know?
Yeah, Burt Reynolds was a bad.
No, the point is, if you ever saw Burt Reynolds in all the old, car chasing things,
Cannonball.
big cannonball, yeah.
I've seen that, right?
He's got a big mustache, yeah. And when you saw him in Deliverance, he's shaved, and nobody recognised him. Yeah?
No, that's he was younger.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
He did Deliverance. I think Deliverance was 1974.
He wasn't old. He wasn't younger.
That's before my time. I'm only 42.
That's my point.
Sorry, guys, 1 second. Sorry, I just want to say, helps them. Much appreciated. Thank you for subscribing to the channel.
I'm going now.
I hope you realise that we have a laugh on this channel. We do, we'll question people that say things that we might not agree with. You're more than welcome to come up on panel and to discuss with us. We won't be disrespectful to you, but we might have a laugh with you, like we've been taking the piss out of most people. But it's all in jest. Oh dear God.
It's not a problem.
But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up. Burt Reynolds, brilliant.
Yeah. Deliverance was before Cannonball, a lot, like about 10 years before, when Burt Reynolds was a serious
Can you hear me?
actor. Yeah, and
Yes.
with his
I'm
bow and
going
arrow.
now. I'm looking up.
Cannonball runs and things.
All right, mate. Sorry, guys. Surf's off. Surf's
Thank you
going.
guys for the
So,
chat. Appreciate it. You're all
thank you
good
for
guys.
jumping on,
Appreciate
Surf. Much appreciated, my friend.
you spending time talking to me, and it's been really
You're
good.
absolutely welcome.
I need to
Okay,
go
boy.
back.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, man. Always a pleasure.
See you again. Good night to you all.
Oh, yeah.
Take it easy, my man.
Take care.
Respect.
Bless him.
No, yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, carry on.
I just love Burt Reynolds. I mean, come on, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
Those cannonball
Christopher
things.
Walken. I would rate. To be honest, I would rate above Burt Reynolds, in my opinion. Some people might not like that.
No.
I can tell some people like that.
Actually, Burt Reynolds did have a wig on, so yeah.
But when you go back to it and the things he did, And then what I'm saying is, when you go from what he did with his mustache, you go to watch Deliverance, and he's got no mustache. And
Yeah,
you
but a
think-
mustache like that.
and you think, yeah, but you think, who the fuck's that? Honestly.
Yeah. It's
And
because
everybody with a mustache like Burt Reynolds, just
before
you think of a
before Cannonball, Deliverance before.
You watch Deliverance. That's not Burt Reynolds. That's a different actor. Honestly, it really is.
Boogie Nights.
Well, you're talking like putting Bronson on the map or something.
Well,
Oh, Charlie Bronson.
Charlie Bronson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
something like that. I've not seen that film, that Deliverance. I don't know. Perhaps.
Have you never?
I'm not saying that. Putting Bronson on the map.
That's what I'm saying. You've got to watch it because you
I mean, like that's a kind of a twist on that like genre, because like around that time, like Clint, like he was coming for you, one with the Dirty Harry thing and that.
Yeah. You've got Burt Lancaster.
You're right. You're right with that, Saul.
Yeah, flavor, you know. Yeah.
Deliverance was before Cannonball. It's when Burt Reynolds was doing his serious go at acting, and then he became a comedian, comedy actor kind of thing.
I know he's funny. Yeah, I know he's funny. But
Captain Chaos. Fucking Captain Chaos.
Guys, I just want to say,
Cannonball.
PC. Sorry, guys. I want to say Brian PC has yet again gifted some memberships to people. Bearded Veteran, Mumaha, Claire A, Michael Castrian, and Tacoma. You've all been gifted a membership, which means that when our next live stream, or it should mean you get a month's worth of membership, which means when we do our live stream next, the first Sunday of the month, so the first Sunday of next month, you should be able to jump in on the members only live stream. So thank you, Brian, much appreciated.
Thank you.
Brian has a habit. The thing is, Brian,
sorry, no, I need to be politically correct. What a person.
So I will say that Brian has a habit of gifting memberships, which is very, very kind of him. I keep telling him he doesn't need to do it, but he does it anyway because he's a very generous person. So if anybody, so I would suggest that everybody, you've got in your settings on your YouTube to accept gifts. I don't know where the setting is, but it is in your YouTube settings somewhere to accept gifts. Okay. And it's not just Brian that does it. We've had some other people that have gifted memberships as well. So
that's brilliant.
If you want to be a regular on this channel, then set your profile or set your settings to accept gifts, and you could be issued or you could be gifted in the future a membership. So
respect. Yeah.
Nice one.
Big thanks.
Thank you again.
Danny, what's his name?
Brian PC.
You're an absolute star. Thank you very much.
Right, Purple Nurple, you're showing in the back, but it's that your devices are not connected, which means we won't be able to hear you. So please check your settings and see if you can get yourself connected, because if I let you up, we're not going to be able to hear you anyway.
Right. I tried, I pressed the join button and it just will not let me.
How dare you, YouTube? Are you using your phone or are you using a browser? Or
I'm on my tablet in a minute, and I tried to do it on my phone, which is a Z Fold 4, so it's quite big and it's quite powerful, and it wouldn't let me do it. Stop it.
Maybe trying a different browser. Maybe if you open a browser to do it rather than using the app, that might have a difference. I don't know, but it might have a difference.
I'll do it when I'm sober.
He's too No, the only problem is he's too fast. He's called the Flash. Oh, sorry.
My middle name's Gordon.
Oh, Gordon. Ah, right.
Well, apparently, from some people's views, we got Ming the Merciless down here.
Yeah, I am. Ming the
Sorry.
Merciless.
Did I start that or did somebody else do it? Sorry.
I think that was somebody.
Bring that up.
I think that was
I'm not
somebody else.
pimping
Now,
tonight.
if I do this, you might know who I'm talking about. Hang on.
Gingers? Who belongs with floating turds in the fucking toilet bowl? Gingers are leprechaun, evil Irish little drunks. They should all be killed at once. Steal them and collect insurance.
My neighbours love you for that.
Oh, sorry. Was that really loud?
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry. Sorry.
What was that about?
Jack is from the USA, helps them, but he lives in the Philippines at the moment. But the rest of us are all from the UK.
Jack's living the dream.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, you are, fella.
I'm 3.5 years late for work, but I still got a job.
What do you do for work?
Huh?
What do you do for work?
I actually own a golf course back in Michigan, but
He's a pimp. Can't you tell? Just because he hasn't got his pimp cloak and his pimp cane, you should be able to tell he's a pimp. Come on.
I got my pimp hat. I might have to put it to the side a little bit. Like, I'm from Detroit. What's up?
Really?
Oh, I fell out from Detroit.
No, to City, man.
You're 1950s detectives right now.
I'm out of city, yeah.
Like
what is that?
What's that? Unsolved Mysteries or something like that?
Colin, you've got a McLaren app.
Yeah.
May.
Can I just interrupt? Izzy says her father's helping to build a children's hospital. Izzy, I think you're new on the channel. I don't recognise your name, but your father's building a children's hospital, so fair play. I think that's if he's helping to build
Let's all contribute and lose his money to a scam artist, shall we?
Great thing to do, but there we go.
Easy.
Off topic. That's off topic.
Yeah.
Purple. It's not. I'm trying to bring you up. It's just that it's showing that there's no connection. It's saying that no devices are connected. And if I let you up,
people this weekend.
We're going to see a blank screen and not be able to hear you. So you need to check your settings. I'm afraid.
Connie, don't you think Nando did well this weekend?
Sorry?
Don't you think Nando did well this weekend?
No.
No, he did fifth.
No.
You've got a McLaren cap on.
Yeah. Love it.
I don't know, Tiff. I'm still awake.
Yes, mate.
Are you okay? Are you okay or what?
Mm-hmm. Who? Yeah, no, Tiff wanted to know how long I'm going for tonight. Hey.
See, I'm gonna get a room or whatever, you know.
But
where's the other mods?
I don't know. I think they've all fucked off. But if need be, I'll mod myself if need be. So Tiff, don't feel obliged. It's absolutely fine. If you need to get some sleep, it's not an issue whatsoever. Not an issue. That's what I thought, James.
Yeah, go on, Neil.
Sorry.
Gerber.
No, going back to what you were saying, Jay. I'm kind of Red Bull now. Sorry to say. It's a bit more British for me. So, Red Bull.
Sonic, are you sticking around, Sonic, if Tiffany needs to get some sleep? Are you sticking around, or are you going to go off and play PlayStation? Sonic, I need an answer. Come on. Chop. Hurry up. Don't keep me waiting. How dare you?
Anyway, I've got my cat, so yeah, I've got.
Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do then, Sonic.
I'm listening, Connie. I'm listening.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt. I've got Bouton. Christ, I can't think of his name. I went to the British Grand Prix in, when was it now? I can't even think of the year now. Sorry.
It's okay.
Alonso something. He won the Grand Prix anyway.
Yeah. Fernando Alonso, which would have been like 294.
Thank you, Fernando Alonso. And I was in the paddocks with my son because my son was disabled at the time. So I've got Fernando Alonso's signed cap. I could show you, but it's, in the.
Wow.
So I've got Fernando Alonso's signed cap from that year.
Jeez, nicely.
Help someone. Nicely. I am in the Philippines.
Sorry.
Well,
can I go? What? I don't know. It's somewhere in my attic, but yeah, Fernando Alonso. Thank you.
Nice one. That's awesome.
Yeah.
If he's signed it, that'd be worth an absolute fortune.
Well,
just because he's doing so well, Aston Martin is doing so well.
Was that all?
I don't follow it anymore. I'm sorry to say.
Aston Martin, is that all?
I don't follow it.
Yeah. Fernando Alonso is Aston Martin. He's come back.
I watched that Grand Prix anyway at Silverstone back in whatever, and I got into the docks, and we got.
Nice one. Oh, brilliant, mate. That's fucking brilliant. That is awesome. Treasure that, because that'll be worth an absolute fortune.
You think
Treasure that. Treasure that.
Well, I've never got rid of it, but I don't know. I've no idea the value.
Keep it. So, we all know there's only one reason why Jack Hobson is in the Philippines. It's for the fanny, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Come on, let's be straight. Are you working out there?
Nope. I'm on the.
Are you working? You're living out there.
I'm just living a life.
Right. Lady boys? Do you give a reach? Give a reach round when you swim?
Yeah, I got a
man.
And it's got a pussy.
I've never been there myself, so I can't actually say I can't speak from experience. I've heard stories from when my mates have been out there, and well, it sounds like a nightmare to me.
I've seen a lady boy, proper boobs. I'm like, and I pulled the shirt up. I'm like, whoa. I guess some foreigner came here and was dating this thing, and then ended up getting it implants and left it. He went back overseas somewhere. So this lady boy is single, ready to mingle, hanging out with his boys, and he's just showing off his boobs. I'm like, what the? Oh, no.
I'm not on them. And then it's when you get downstairs. So what do you think then? Well, I'm here now, and I might as well carry on. Or it's like, get the fuck out. What do you do?
Fuck off! Come on, guys.
Nobody's going to admit it. Listen, I reckon anybody that gets in that situation is just going to go with the flow, just not tell their mate afterwards.
True story,
they're just going to go, fuck it, win in Rome. Do you know what I mean? But they're just not going to tell their mates afterwards. Yeah.
You ain't come back telling the true story.
Anybody remember what do you call it? Police Academy, when they went into the Blue Oyster Bar.
Chaps by any chance, are you?
Sorry, what was that, Dan?
YMCA.
You're not wearing leather chaps by any chance, are you?
No.
I've never owned a pair.
Yes.
I not owned a pair, but have you ever borrowed a pair?
Wow.
It's like they asked Biden if he wear briefs or boxers, and he said depends.
On what?
Well, does that stop him falling over?
In the shower.
I've not worn briefs since about 12 years old.
Stop it. Smelling. Nobody's smelling hair.
Maybe it depends. He needs to make boxer briefs.
Well, you had a shave tonight. You got a shave, did you, Dan?
I'm just trying to think what
Me?
Yeah.
What?
I had a shave yesterday.
Like your balls and everything,
No, well, I had a bath. I'm meeting any.
Not balls.
I just shave my balls. If I get a date,
I
then I'll
just
get the
shaved
cut.
yesterday.
I'll have a shave. You know what I mean?
2 days ago, I just shaved.
Papa goes to the Fleming dog groomers. Just shave him off.
Thank you very much. I've got to install an electric shower and a dog grooming parlour.
Yeah.
Stink.
It pays for it.
Well, it reminds me of something. I have to get back to pimping,
I think in the UK they have those
Nobody does that clean shave themselves. Surely.
No, listen, there's some people that don't even shave at all. You know, like imagine having like the back, like the hairy front, you know, and the mangina.
Right? Shave my balls.
You're looking down the hairy front there, you know, like the gold medallion and like the chain.
No,
you know, like Burt Reynolds type, you know, and then you've got like that like the ginger crop, you know, like
you're missing the point. You need the chest hair because it stops you from being scarred for life when you're on the beach and you throw the
stops you from like being impacted from the large
gold medallion crashing into it every time.
Into the chest, on the giant
exactly.
toupee,
So,
you know.
You need the chest hair.
It's a toupee though, isn't it? Then on the back, and then on the back, right? You don't know if it's a replicant, you know. So if you've got it on the front, you must have it on the back, right?
No, I'll shave it.
Just get up there, you know, like start stretching with that wax, you know.
Oh no, I don't know what.
Leather and rubber and all that, you know what I mean? Like,
I've got a wrong thing.
Have you got that wig anywhere?
Leave your fucking chest hair. Leave your hair.
Have you got that wig there? Danny, you got the wig?
Keeps you warm.
Sorry, what?
Where's the wig?
Oh, not the orange.
You sure you want
Oh, fucking hell. I think it would be fucking brilliant if Danny turned up on one of these with a fucking wig on. With a Scouser wig.
Fucking calm down, lads.
There is. See that, Jay?
Oh, everybody years.
Mate, have you ever seen? Have you ever seen that series? Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Who's you gonna do that crap? Who's your normal guy who comes on with that? And you take the piss. Not take the piss, but who's the guy? Pop.
What? Nathan Ben?
Oh, Nathan. No, it's not Nathan.
Yeah, this is who I make this for.
Who should have never been born? Gingers? Who's adopted? Who belongs with floating turds in the fucking toilet bowl? Gingers? Gingers are leprechaun, evil Irish little drunks. They should all be killed at once. Kill them and collect insurance.
I make especially for him.
Right, that's all.
You a proper ginger, mate?
Sorry?
Are you a proper ginger?
Oh, what the fuck? What's going on there?
You got a dog that can do that. Okay, that's all.
Top you.
Okay.
My dog's called Chewy. My dog's called Chewy.
I don't work. I'm late for 3.5 years at my golf course. I drink whenever I want.
Chewy. He's asleep. I've got a Shih Tzu. I bought him. It's called Chewy. And when I bought him, he had all the, the facial hair as a Shih Tzu. So yeah,
I'm getting there.
He was called Chewy.
I've got to say, I think out of the tributes that I've made, that last one I just showed you was okay, but I don't think it's anywhere near as good as this one.
My name is Richard and I'm sitting in the corner. Sitting in the corner, playing my recorder. My parents really wanted me to become a lawyer. But But instead I spent my time just playing the recorder.
Now, you would have to know who Upton is in order to understand that.
Yeah, okay.
To be honest. But I think
what
that
in
is
the world that is listening to.
Although I did actually, why is that not showing up? I did make a better one than that. Where is it? Why is it showing?
I think Ministry's got some good stuff going here at the moment.
Why is it not showing? I'm sure I fucking picked it. Let's have a look in here.
So, what are you doing, man?
Hey?
Are you're outside having a cigarette, aren't you?
That's right. I know what I'm
Right.
doing. Fucking getting shit on by my wife in the morning because I was smoking in the house. I don't smoke in the house.
See, I'm not at work till tomorrow night, till Monday night, so I'm all right. See, I can. It's not a school night for me, so I can drink.
School night.
Guys, I just love that term. See if this works. 1 second.
My name is Richard and I'm sitting in the corner. Sitting in the corner, playing my recorder. My parents really wanted me to become a lawyer. But instead I spent my time just playing the recorder.
Right.
Again,
I'm gonna assume it's something to do with Richard Upton, but I've got no idea what's
It's
going on.
loud as fuck.
Yeah, it's very loud. Yeah.
Yeah, really,
So anyway.
really like, over the top loud. You need to
Sorry,
actually mix it
really
out.
loud. So my
Blew
bad
my
on
fucking neighbours out there.
Do you know what? I've never actually tried drinking with this mask on.
Mask. Oh,
don't think it's go down.
got a straw. So I tell you what, just you've all got a fucking mask.
I like the sound of that.
You knew who the ginger was we was talking about. I was actually trying to find some sounds, some Chewbacca sounds to play over it, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find any that were good enough. Mersey Pride, I do. It's in the description, my friend.
The thing is, you put your chin in here, and when your chin moves, so it's quite good. If you've never seen it, then I suggest you go and look at the Chewbacca mother who actually buys one for herself. She tells the kids it's for them, and it's not. She's sat in the car absolutely fucking wetting herself.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah,
it's fucking it's brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Love it. That's why the ex bought me that. So yeah, can't beat it. If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? What's the point?
Exactly. 100%. 100%. And this is why I take, this is why I don't mind saying I'm a fat bastard, because I put on weight. People call me all sorts on here, do you know what? And I am. I'm a fat cunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I let it upset me, then they win, don't they, at the end of the day? So
Exactly.
if you own your shit, they can't use it against you.
Do you know when people call me a fat bastard, I always say, you wouldn't like it in the middle of your back, would you?
That's right.
And they look and they go, oh, no.
Venezuela is spelled wrong, but deer meat, if you cook it properly,
I mean, I can think a lot worse things to say to someone like.
Say that again, Jack. I can't hear you that well. Your microphone's not near you.
Me?
Say that again, Jack.
A little bit there, Jack.
Was it somebody's talking about venison, like deer meat? Yeah, it tastes good if you cook it medium, which is perfect temperature. But you gotta cook it properly. If you don't properly, you're gonna get sick.
He's about
Say
30 minutes behind us. What?
You're
SON.
playing up a little bit, Jack.
We were talking about venison a long time ago.
Long time ago.
What about haggis?
I'm just saying.
Where the music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance.
American pie.
There we go.
My ship through the levee, but the levee was dry.
It was dry.
This is me last can.
Is this song about trying to commit suicide? Like
this is my last bottle.
My Chevy to love.
This is my last bottle. I'm going to have to go to the 24-hour garage and get some more, is what I'm going to have to do.
Send me some.
I got my
I've got enough cola for another 2, possibly 2 and a bit drinks. And once that's
what's it got there?
Once that's done, I'm going to move on to
fizzy pop.
How about right?
Fizzy pop.
How about we get a couple of people on panel?
Yeah.
What's X is live. So what I'm thinking of doing is finishing up my Coca-Cola with however many brandies I can get in with that without making myself sick, and then sending everybody over to Society X for a little bit, because I'm going to jump over there and jump on this panel.
Ram raid.
What's Society X? What's that?
It's just another channel like this. You
just sit back and relax.
Just sit back, just chat shit like we do on here. That's all it is. It's another channel. He's a good lad.
It's a great place to be. All right.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really nice place to be.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll not turn it off. I'll leave it on. And then if you want to... Oh, wow. Where's that?
That's my garage where I live. And it's full of homebrew.
We like that.
Listen, brother, why don't you send me a pack of that through the mail?
Right. I'm like half hour away. I'll be there in 20 minutes. I've got a BMW. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Jason, you'll have a job. I'll be in bed. I'm going to be up in 3.5 hours.
Hang on, Jason. If we're not still on here, I'm going to chuck into the private chat on here. Can you access the private chat there? I'm going to chuck in a private chat on StreamYard a link. If I'm not still running this live, then I'll be over on that link. So copy that link and save it on a notepad or something if you can. And I'll be over there if I'm not still up on here.
No worries, Dan. Thanks, man.
All right, no way. Listen, it was nice of you to jump on. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant to speak to everybody. Lovely debate. Lovely chat. Everybody's got an opinion, of which I know we're all entitled to. And it's lovely to speak to people with different opinions without arguing, without trying to change other people's minds into their train of thought. It's been brilliant. Love it.
If you want, you can argue if you want. I don't mind. I'm quite partial to a good argument.
No bed. Fucking scout cunt. Oh no, that's right. You're a southerner scout cunt with Chinese.
They call it the Southern Fairy and a Northern Monkey. That's what they call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you call me? Please.
How are you?
What did you call me? How you guys doing?
It's all
This is
good.
Kat,
Listen,
a
Kat.
lovely lady who also does a live stream.
Yeah,
Gotta do a
American.
jump off here.
American. Yeah.
Right. Brilliant, mate. Brilliant
Gotta
channel.
jump on.
How you doing?
Lovely lady.
Hello,
I think
Pappy.
I'm gonna start.
How are you?
I think
Are
I'm gonna
you
start a
okay?
live stream.
I'm good, thank you. I had guests, so a guest, so I couldn't come on or anything. But I saw that you were on, and I was like, I gotta get to Pappy. So I know you're. I just heard you saying that you're probably gonna go over to Society X, but I figured I'd show up here, so just so you know that this is where I come on Sunday night.
So we have another American.
Nice to see you.
Shortly.
Either on
Another American.
Good to see you.
Oh, Jack's well pleased. Look at him.
I can't
Look at the
understand
smile on his
anybody.
face.
Where's Jack?
Jack in the middle. Jack. No, not Jack. Not little Jack. This Jack.
Oh, hello, nice to meet you.
Jack from the States lives in the Philippines.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's shagging ladyboys. Doing rich ways.
Isn't that Thailand?
No.
No, you say that, like you know. You say that with so much conviction. No, it's not Thailand. It's definitely the Philippines. Sorry.
My head off.
Jack, I'm sorry. So sorry.
Listen, if
You
we
know,
can't laugh at
last Sunday-
ourselves, you know.
It's
Yes,
okay.
Miss Cat. It's Mama Cat.
Last Sunday, you put me under so much stress because
Stress.
I thought you were. My stream was called "Warm Up for Pappies," and I was just
Ah.
going to go on for a couple of hours, and then
I'm sorry.
God bless told me that. No wait. Oh no! Somebody told me in the channel in the chat, Pappy's not going on tonight, and I was like,
Really?
"What do you mean?
Sorry about
He
that.
has to
I
go
didn't
on."
mean-
I'm closing this live stream. He has to go on. I'm going over to his. Nope, he's tired. He's not
week-
going on tonight.
Last week,
And I was
Mama
like,
Cat,
oh crap! So I stayed up.
no, my head was a bit messed up last week.
I
Oh.
know. It's okay. It's
That's
okay.
what
I'm just
Yeah.
Sunday because
I'm
normally
just
a
yanking
Sunday,
your chain.
Well,
I'm
normally a
just yanking your chain. I've
Sunday-
seen you a few times last week.
I know. I'm just to explain.
Yeah.
Normally a Sunday live stream, I look forward to the live stream because even if I'm feeling shitty, coming on and speaking to people, we forget. Okay, so I'm talking about other things rather than sitting there moping. But last week was a particularly harsh Sunday for me, and I just couldn't face
Right.
coming on. So I you know,
Right.
so
Oh,
I
bless you.
did see the stream, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But I'm sorry
Nice.
for.
It's
for letting
okay.
me-
It's okay. Really, you don't owe me an apology. You don't owe anybody an apology. If you want to come on, don't come on, man. Seriously. You need to take care of whatever you need to take care of in real life first. So you don't owe anybody an apology. I just wanted to,
Margot.
now I feel bad, man. I was just yanking your chain.
No, don't
Hey,
feel
listen,
bad.
Kat. Listen, it was just a shorty, you know. But there's something else going on, so let's go and have a look, you know, for us.
Well,
I
we
know that
will.
voice. That's all.
That's all.
Sorry,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh, okay.
Sorry?
With the hat.
Yeah.
By the way,
Okay, so
so
what's
everybody,
going on?
just so everybody knows, Mama Cat has a slight delay on for some reason on her.
Yeah, bless her heart. You know, at least she's here and she's aware
So
of it.
sometimes when we talk and she doesn't reply straight away, it's not being rude. It's just we're waiting for it to go through. And
Never mind,
sometimes-
Kat. She's from Barcelona.
No, there's a lag, you know. It's not jet lag, though.
oh, still too hot to wear that. I'll just wear that instead.
I love
for
your
now.
boat, man. Love it. Yeah. I have to get me one of them. Is there an article number for that one?
The rain is coming.
I can't remember where I got it. Oh, I got this off of Amazon actually.
The rain is
Really?
coming.
Let's
A
drop
grey
the
one,
link.
this one to match my suits. But I don't wear my suits anymore because I don't go out anywhere to wear them.
I like hats. Yeah.
Well, go on, Saul. You told me what I was talking about was just something little, and that there was something else going on. What else is going on? What was I
was
missing?
just saying, like, he was going to close the channel down, and we're going to go over to X's and see what's going to, browse.
Yeah, I will shortly. We'll see.
Don't want to upset you. I didn't actually. That was a really wrong thing for me to say. Perhaps I don't know.
Thank you.
No, that's fine. I've got enough cola for another 2 brandies. At which point I can't drink anymore because I can't drink it without cola. So at that point, I'll have drunk enough to go over to Society X's and cause havoc.
You cause havoc.
So,
Sure.
Do you play the drums?
No, he cooks meth.
Do you play the drums?
No.
There was in the early to mid 90s. There was a band called James, and the drummer was called Saul. He had the same name as you. And with you having a pork pie hat, I just wondered if it was you who played the drums in James.
Yeah. No, it's Saul Goodman.
Look, see, it was him.
Still not sure.
You're frozen. Either you're frozen or you're really, really good at playing fucking musical statues.
Can you remember that trend that went about where you did the freeze thing?
Anyway, just to point out, SJ is quite a known chatter among us, so don't confuse with SJ and Saul Goodman. That's all I'll say. All right.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
SG, zombie SG.
It's not a very common name with it being Saul. I mean, absolutely no disrespect to yourself, Saul. It's just the only person I've ever known was the drummer in James.
Wait, mister.
Now, Dan, you must remember James.
Well, I've heard of James. Yeah.
How old do you think I am?
James did the album Gold Mother in 1991. I used to have it on cassette in my car.
I used to listen to different music, I'm afraid. I used to listen to, pop music back then. I know.
You used to listen to what?
Pop music.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
I think he's talking about radio too.
I've totally forgotten that James is our English person. For some reason, seeing your flash, your flash, thank you, your flash super suit.
That's only a t-shirt.
I keep thinking you're American, totally American. So come on.
No. Born and bred in North Lincolnshire.
Where, sorry? What?
Jackson.
Where, sorry?
Again? North Lincolnshire.
Leeds. Oh, okay.
North Lincolnshire.
Lincolnshire. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
If I look out my kitchen window, I can see the Humber River.
Second, guys. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Tony Clifton in the back room there. I need to see your camera. I need to ask you to do something on camera before I let you up. You don't have to be on camera.
It could be dirty.
But I need to see you on camera.
Get your cock out!
Picture. That's not you. That's just a picture. Yeah. Right. See you later.
Now show your nut, your left nut.
Yeah, no, they just showed a picture. As soon as you see the picture, it wasn't an actual person; it was a picture of somebody.
Yeah,
they're not.
Darren,
If that's
you've got to do that. Yeah, I understand. See, if you said to me, "Get your cock out," I'd be like, "Zip, love."
Christ.
That doesn't
I'm
gonna kick you out now and check.
No, do you fucking hand? Fuck that. Zip, fucking love.
Poke it between the teeth of your zipped up flies.
And actually, I've got 501 on, so it'd be button, fucking love. Bless.
Oh,
so, do you think that was a robot then?
I think it was somebody that was the name of the person was not the name of the authenticated account. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Check.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's mine.
I can check it. Yours is.
You know something?
Well, your name is different, but I know what your YouTube name is.
Right.
So I can check that. When somebody new comes on that I don't know, I'll click the three dots, and it tells me if they're authenticated by YouTube, and it gives me their name. If their name is different to the name that they're using to try and get on, then I know, that I need to be
careful. That, right? You know you can fake that, right?
Yes, you can. But I just know that that's one flag that makes me be extra careful of somebody.
Oh yeah. I do the same thing.
I'll always ask them to do something like raise their left arm or touch their nose with their right hand or whatever it might be. Just make sure, as you know, Kat, just make sure that we're dealing with a real person rather than.
Right.
And again, it doesn't always work.
No.
But it does help. It does cut down the chances of people being able to spawn bomb.
No, I do the same thing. I just want you to know that there's a chance that can not work.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
As I say, it just gives me that extra red flag. That's all.
Yeah.
Dan is not somebody who's stupid. He knows what's going on.
Well,
I know. I just wanted to make sure he knew that trick.
I know, and I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, we're all stupid. We're all stupid. Dan is stupid just as much as we're stupid. We like to smoke and drink and kill ourselves.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's die slowly.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Final mission with this guy, isn't it?
We're all stupid.
Real bag of laughs.
No, look, at the end of the day, listen, as I said earlier, we could get it by a bus. We could get it by a bus tomorrow. And if we sit here worrying about it, we're going to live a shit life. So we just need to crack on, do what makes us happy, do what we enjoy doing, live life as best that we can.
And listen to ABBA.
Can I get an amen?
If tomorrow
really
is the day, then
now.
so be it. At least we won't be sitting at the gates of heaven thinking to ourselves, shit, I wish I'd have done X, Y, Z. You know what I mean?
This is Pappy's church portion of Sunday night show.
Yeah. In my case, I'll be sitting at the fucking
church
back
portion.
of hell. There's no way I'm going to heaven.
At least I'll still be pin.
Good videos to watch, right? I like I said, I tried it earlier, but go and watch some deep sea diving, cave diving videos. All right, a channel's called Dive Talk. Okay, Dive Talk.
Dive talking.
No, Dive Talk. Go watch those. Go watch that channel and listen and watch and understand just what you're missing on. What you're missing on. What you're missing on.
You're not the boss of me.
I can't understand. I can't.
You're not the boss of me.
Just go watch that.
Where'd that come from?
Dive Live.
Dave's felt left out without his hat on.
Dive Live. Go watch it, and you'll understand. We're nothing.
Guidelines.
Dive Live.
Dive
Live.
Live. I've seen that shit.
Dive Live. Jason, I thought you was going to get some more alcohol.
Yeah, right. I'm eking it out.
Not that I'm trying to get rid of you.
That was my next question.
I've only got a little
Get
bit
yourself
of
a bowl, mate.
When I'm going over on the other channel.
Make some bull broth, right? And get yourself some.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What's the other channel? How do I get to it? What's the
post a link, somebody, please?
Society X. Society X. I did.
How are we going there? How are we going?
Drop a link, somebody.
We're going to nip
I
over
don't have
this.
I don't have a wrench. I don't have a wrench, but I can put it in the private, and then you can put it in the public.
I've popped it in the private. I'm going to pop it in the main when it's time to go. If you
when did you get to be so generous over the wrenches now, Pap?
I'm not generous over the wrenches.
I said I don't have a wrench. I didn't say I have.
You shouldn't.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm just saying I couldn't put it in the. Never mind.
The problem is, Saul, right? Is a lot of people don't understand what my levels are, and if I dished out wrenches to everybody, and I'm not being funny, by the way. I'm just explaining. There are people that have known me for a long time that understand what my levels are, and I will accept quite a fair bit. Okay, I've got quite broad shoulders, and they know when to kick somebody and when to time somebody out. With that, a lot of other channels will take far less than me.
Well, Pappy, you've seen my channel. Do you see hardly any? How many wrenches do you see in my channel?
Not very many.
Right, and those people have been there for a long time.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
the same way.
There are channels that will dish out wrenches, to everybody.
Oh, I know.
And I personally, I think that's a bad idea because people don't.
No disrespect, but you're American, and you have a far, far, far greater,
tolerance.
Following.
Okay, first of all, I'm Canadian. I'm not American.
Well, sorry. Yeah, sorry. And that.
Again.
But you know what I'm saying. You've got a far, far greater following than.
No, I don't. Oh my gosh, no. Pappy's the big one.
We are in Great Britain. We're a little island. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my point is, you have got such a bigger expanse of possibility of expanse.
You say that, Connie, but the internet breaks that down. The internet allows us to have that bigger reach.
I was just going to let him have it.
That we would never
let him have it.
I mean, we was talking earlier about the CB, about CB radios, and how that was our StreamYard 30 years ago. He was able to talk to people, but we'd be lucky to get people in other countries because you'd really need a lot of power to do that. I mean, I had a 3-foot aerial on my roof, and I had a Cobra headset, to use from a CB. And on a very, very good day when all conditions were okay, I used to be able to get Spain. But generally, I'd never get that far. But this,
I was called Rolling Thunder.
Corners of the planet, so to speak, that we would never even consider, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So when I understand what you're saying, but
it was like the Walking Dead.
because the internet has broken down barriers in so many ways that we're able to reach people in countries where we I know of English channels that have got bigger American followings than they've got of their own, of our own country. So I get what you're saying, Yes,
in
you
the
have.
last month, yeah, most of my audience lately in the last month and a half have been from Great Britain.
Yeah.
Like most of my Canadian American friends, I've sort of, you know, the good ones have sort of stayed around, right? But they're just dotted through. Most of the people that I speak with in the last month and a half are British, are, you know, from
Yeah,
UK.
I think you should maybe call us just Britain from now, because there's very little that's great.
I never know, because I want to also include Ireland and Scotland, and I don't want to include them in the United Kingdom because they're not part of the United Kingdom. So I don't know how to do it. Like, you know, from across the pond.
Oh, who cares about Ireland and well, Wales? Don't worry about them.
Oh, it's funny. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to have to
Shitting on the Irish. You English are always shitting on the Irish.
Yeah.
Jace, did you get that? Did you get the link out of the private chat?
Right. I've got a chat icon at the bottom of the screen.
You should have something that says number 3 with a little red circle with a number 3 in it, because there's only 3 comments in the private chat.
Wait a minute.
I'm all poised to go on the panel.
Okay.
You're all poised to go on the panel.
Yeah, I've already got the link and everything. I'm already poised to go on there.
Oh yeah, right.
It's say 4 now.
As soon as we finish here.
Okay, Jace, if we're not on here, look for
I had to plug in there, so you have to give me a moment.
And it's an orange circle with an X in it, with a white X in it. Orange circle with a white X in it. That's the channel we're going to jump on shortly.
All right. All the best. To
Right, so I'm
everyone.
still here anyway.
So, sweetie.
What you
want some guidance?
We wasn't going to go just yet.
What?
I wasn't going to go just yet. Are you off?
Sorry.
Oh,
sorry,
you should
Lord.
I'm still listening.
He's hanging on to us.
Oh,
I'm going to finish this first.
Yeah, I know. I've got mine. You know what I
Just
mean?
a
Let's
minute.
hang on.
I got your plums.
No, I've still got mine.
But honestly, Society X, I think if you're watching this now, I think you probably enjoy Society X's channel as well. So I think when we finish on here, I will drop the link into. Oh, Tiffany's just popped it in there.
Hi, Tiffany.
I will be jumping over there shortly. You know, because it gives me a bit of a break. Because at the moment, I've got to keep checking the chat and
you just sit back and relax and lie down. You know what I mean? Like you did a champion job tonight. You know.
I've enjoyed it, and to be fair, I'm not that tired at the moment, so I'll probably.
Did anything pop off tonight?
Sorry, Mum.
Did anything pop off tonight, or were you guys just talking about your aches and pains as old people?
No, we're just talking about Pin, you know. Like, you know.
Pin.
Not had any tonight at all.
Nothing went off. Nothing popped off in the chat or on the panel.
No.
No sign of little N.
No.
Ooh.
Or little R. Actually, you might like this, Cat. I don't know if you've seen this yet.
Who should have never been born? Gingers? Who's adopted? Gingers! Who belongs with floating turds in the fucking toilet bowl? Gingers! Gingers are leprechaun, evil Irish little drunks. They should all be killed at once. Kill them and collect insurance.
I'm sorry.
I thought you might like that one.
I'm sorry. It's still too loud.
Well, you know what? I never even noticed his hair's ginger.
Oh dear.
Just curly.
Anyway, I have another
my
one.
neighbours.
I do have one for Little R.
Do you?
Do you want to see that one?
Sure.
I thought
You need to get my lasso out again.
My name is Richard and I'm sitting in the corner.
Oh yeah, I know this one.
Sitting in the corner, playing my recorder. My parents really wanted me to.
You got in trouble for playing that one, remember?
I'm sure I will get in trouble for playing it again, but do you know what? I really don't care anymore.
I know, but I can't let you bully anybody on my panel. But this is your panel, so go ahead.
I know, and you're absolutely right to have that stance as well, and I respect you for it.
I love you, brother. Now stop hanging on to us. Let's go over to Society X.
Shall we? Shall we go over there now?
You know, I came over here first because Sunday night is happy.
You know what? Let's go over and bug Society X. Society X, by the way, is another channel who literally just talks about whatever is happening at the moment, and is a top lad.
It's so fun. It takes some twists.
Love you, Pappy. Love you, crowd. Love you, panel. On your mark, get set, go.
So Tiffany's just poked the link into the comments. If you're going to come over on the Society X, please do. Let him know that I've sent you, please. Just say, just come over from Paps.
Come in. Come in.
And I'm going to jump over there myself. So thank you, everybody, for joining me this evening. Much appreciated. Love you all. Thank you, Connie, for jumping up on the panel. Thank you to the other guys who've jumped up on the panel, whose names I can't all remember. But you are always welcome over here. As long as you've enjoyed yourself, you're always welcome back when I do my live streams. So feel free to jump on any Sunday that I'm running a live stream, and I look forward to seeing you all. You guys in the chat, thank you again, everybody, for joining us. You know I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm going to post that one more time. It might look different. Oh, shit. It might look different to the link that Tiffany posted, but it is the same one. I promise you. So I will see you over on Society X's, hopefully, in a few minutes. So with that said, big respect to you all, and I'll see you again very, very shortly.
See you later, bro.